Alright folks, we got the patch notes for the Gwenpool update, and they are as we would expect. So the update's going to happen tonight at 8 p.m. Pacific, which is 11 p.m. Eastern time. It's going to be a rolling update, so you're not going to have to, wait for maintenance. You basically just close your game, open it back up around the download time, and it'll prompt you to download the game. Usually these come in about 15 minutes to 45 minutes early. So you can expect it closer to like 7:30 p.m. Pacific, 10:30 p.m. Eastern. I'll be live here on YouTube live streaming this update, so it should be fun. I don't know if I'm going to play anything beforehand. I might try my hand at some of the Elden Ring, finishing off the Elden Ring DLC, but we'll see. I'll definitely be live on YouTube at some point tonight. And of course, if you always want the most up-to-date news possible, you can join our Discord, discord.gg/thenewmeta. As soon as the update is live for anybody, they start posting in the chat, and that's usually how I figure out that the update is live myself. So yeah, that's how these rolling mid-months go. This is the new Gwenpool uniform. She is confirmed to be a supervillain, 100%. She's got just the agility tag, which is kind of weak for World Boss, but hey, it is what it is. Now, her uniform effects don't seem too much different than her paid uniform. But remember, it's a paywall uniform that you're comparing it to, so it's pretty impressive. You got 25% chain hit, 25% guaranteed crit, which is the same as the old uniform, and then 4% pierce. That's all the same. Then she gets 35% guaranteed dodge, which is the same, 100% chance to penetrate, super armor immune and invincible, which is the same. You're going to hear that word a lot. And then 50-40, which is the same. So the uniform actually right now is exactly the same as her paid uniform. The only difference being it has the supervillain tag. That's literally, well, that difference in the fact that you can buy it for 1,000 crystals versus having to pay real money. She keeps that heal below 90%. That pops off for 5% every 2 seconds. And then that's it. Basically, she has her 5 skills here. She gets a heal, a 6% heal on her 3rd skill. She gets an accumulation buff on her 5th skill. She has a frenzy buff on her 4th skill, which I believe is pretty much this. Oh, no, you know what? They moved her accumulation from her 3rd skill to her 5th skill. And then if I look at the cooldown, they did fix her cooldown. So with the old Gwenpool, it was kind of tough to play, because if you take a look here, Scarecrow attack was a 20-second cooldown. And then the 4th skill, Killer Cooperation, was an 18-second cooldown. So having to wait 10 seconds and then 9 seconds for 2 skills is brutal. Now it's 15 seconds and 14 seconds, which is so much better. She's going to be hopefully proc friendly, but so much easier to play. Going to charge up the tier 3 faster, etc., etc. But yeah, either the aside from that, no VPAD, no iframe ignore, nothing crazy, no new effects. And then I also have to say, oh, actually, this is really cool. I just noticed this. Increases character size by 100%. That's actually really sick. She's gonna play with her character size like Ant-Man, which I think is very, very cool. I actually really like that. Visually, it's very fun. However, I have to say, for an ABX character that's supposed to be replacing, or maybe replacing Mystique, she has paralysis. Okay. She has burn. Okay. No silence. Yeah. She also, I'm checking right now, she doesn't have silence on her tier 3, so kind of crazy in 2024 to give an ABX character only 2 of the 3 effects. I know you could tier 4 her, and the tier 4 striker could have silence, yada yada yada. But yeah, I think burn is actually the least mandatory, because I believe on burn seasons, if you do enough damage, you can just chew through the shield faster than it really matters. But paralysis and silence are kind of like non-negotiable. You have to cancel. You still have to cancel to get a good score there. So yeah, we'll have to wait and see. And then her tier 4 gives her a physical attack increase up to 160%. So it ramps up in 4 seconds. Normally, I hate these effects because it's just boring, but I have to say 160% is kind of a lot. It's kind of a lot, so we'll have to see. And then that's it. They're adding iframe ignore and ignore targeting to her tier 3. They're changing Handsome Pool's name to Nice Pool. Maybe it's like a Marvel thing. And then that's it. That's literally, it's just Gwenpool. She already has an artifact. It's not getting reworked. Blah, 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 blah. So this is the event that's going to be landing with the update, the Mischievous Gwenpool event. You get your first look at the uniform there, which looks pretty cool. You get a all uniform sale, which I know a lot of people have been waiting for. So that's coming. You have this growth bonus mission, character ranking mission, blah, 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 special 7-day check-in. Her bios are not hard to get anymore, so it doesn't matter. You have event world boss, which is nice. We have an energy bonus mission, which is cool. We have artifact discount, artifact gambling, 1 to 6 star. And then we have the hero pursuit event. So that dice game is coming back, which is nice. We thought it was a one-time thing, but no, this is going to be a regular piece of content or piece of, like, you know, stuff that you do with Spider-Man and Black Widow. Or sorry, Black Cat. So that's pretty nice. They're also including a hero pursuit upgrade pack for $10. You know how they love to do this, man. You know how they love to do this. And they're allowing you to recharge dice. So you can refresh a dice for 50 crystals. So you can bet that the RNG of the dice is going to be way shittier now. You're going to be rolling ones every 5 seconds. Yeah. So yeah, I look forward to that for sure. The other thing I want to point out here for the symbiote update that we released a video on yesterday, speculating, right, that Null was going to be getting an update because of Otherworld Battle, blah, 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 blah. One update here. A lot of people reached out to me and pointed out that the virus armor was not worn by War Machine. It wasn't worn by James Rhodey. It was worn by Mac Gargan, who is Scorpion. And then it's now worn by Dylan Brock, which is Eddie Brock's son, who's not in the game. So, yeah, that's cool, guys. I know that Marvel Future Fight has been inconsistent with committing to those kinds of effects, where sometimes uniforms that are different characters just end up being uniforms for the same character. Like, for example, Captain America, right? That's not that old female uniform. I know it's a long time ago, so people are like, oh, well, they changed since then. But, like, you know, that's not Cap, guys. Just big spoiler alert here. That's not Cap. So, yeah, huge spoiler alert, but that's not Steve Rogers. Surprising. I know. So, yeah, there's a possibility for sure that they're going to give Scorpion the uniform and a tier 4. I doubt it, guys. I doubt it. Scorpion's just not that popular at all. And I think they probably want to keep Scorpion as Scorpion. Just call me crazy, but that's kind of how I think of it. I could be wrong, of course, 100%. But, yeah, my guess would be that they give it to War Machine if they give it to Eddie Wood. I'm not saying they have to give it to War Machine or whatever. But, yeah, I did want to point that out because a lot of people hit me up with that correction with a, well, actually. So, yeah, well, actually, you're correct. And then to add more, I don't know what you'd call it, to add more evidence, I guess, more hype to the speculation that there's a symbiote update, we have this, which I should have researched a little bit more before posting the video. The Venom War comic run started last week. So this is published August 14th, maybe last week or 2 weeks ago. No, it started at the beginning of August. So yeah, like 2 weeks ago, almost 2 weeks ago. So issue 1 of Venom War started. It's kind of a dumb concept. It's Eddie Brock Venom versus Dylan Brock Venom. They're fighting for Venom supremacy. Ooh, it's basically Highlander Venom. Yeah, there's a lot of cool characters, I will say that, which, again, if this update, so if we're going under the assumption that this symbiote update is going to be based on Venom War, which it's very possible. A lot of people also pointed out in the comments that it could be based on Venom 3 with Tom Hardy. Unlikely, guys. We did not get a Venom update for Venom 1. We did not get an update for Venom 2 with Let There Be Carnage. So, yeah, third time is usually not the charm for stuff like that. That's been ignored twice already. But, yeah, I digress. It is still coming out in October, which is around the time of this, you know, August, September, October. It all seems to be melding together. But it seems like they're going for, you know, a sustained symbiote push. But anyways, if what we're getting in the game is based on this comic run, that would be mucho cool, because sure, they can just throw in Null at any point in time as a mid-month tier 4 with no justification because he is the, you know, the granddaddy of all symbiotes. But yeah, we've got Eddie Brock with a pretty cool, I don't know, chest tattoo. He's rocking the Brock Lesnar. We've got his son, Dylan Brock. I don't think we're going to get him as a new character, but whatever, it is what it is. You got Spider-Man coming back with the symbiote suit. Yeah. Then you have someone named Meredith. I don't know who this is, but apparently it's a future version of Eddie Brock disconnected from humanity and then evolved, which is really cool. And the design is really cool. And I would love to get a new Venom symbiote villain. That'd be sick, right? We also have Old Man Venom, which Pretty classic, pretty straightforward. Looks kind of like Cable. Yep. Carnage, obviously. Red Goblin. Toxin. Black Widow with the symbiote. Looks very cool. Anti-Agent Venom. Someone named Sleeper, which it looks really cool design as well with the gold and black, the black and gold. And then someone named Flexo the Rubber Man, which also sounds really cool. So yeah, Flexo the Rubber Man. Lots of possibilities for new characters, lots of possibilities for new uniforms, new tier 4s, etc. Man, could you imagine Black Widow gets a speed villain symbiote uniform for PvP? That would be fucking sick. What if they bring back the symbiote suit for Spider-Man? Because we have the way old Secret Wars symbiote, but now this is not Secret War. What am I doing? This is not Secret Wars Spider-Man symbiote. It's not Renew Your Vows, right? It is Venom Wars. So I think they could absolutely do a Venom Wars Spider-Man uniform. Make him a villain. Increase the, keep going with the symbiote. I don't even think this one has the symbiote tag. It does not. So yeah, they could, man. So basically, yeah, you're not wrong to be way more hype for this potential symbiote update compared to Gwenpool, because it is very cool. And there's a lot that they can dig into. So hopefully they will dig into some of this stuff. It'll be a full-fledged symbiote Symbocalypse. Anyways, hit me up in the comments down below. Let me know what you think of Gwenpool. I will see you tonight on the live stream, because you'll be there, because everyone's going to be there. And yeah, in the meantime, smash the like button if you enjoy the content. Thanks for watching the video. I was taking cat hairs off my mic, and I'll see you tonight. Take care.